It's been another great year for the City of Kent. As we wrap up 2022 and begin to wonder what the new year has in store for each of us, I wanted to share some exciting updates with you about what the city's accomplished this year. We've made significant progress in areas that matter most to our community. City leadership, as well as the over 700 employees that work here, are determined to keep that momentum going and continuing to deliver results. Everyone deserves to feel safe in their home, place of business in the City of Kent, and the city is committed to continue making public safety a top priority. In 2022, we took important steps to increase our ability to reduce, respond to, and prevent crime and hold offenders accountable. We passed and implemented 4 new city ordinances called the Safer Kent Initiative, aimed at improving public safety and the quality of life in the Kent community. The Kent Police Department more than doubled our average number of new hires, consolidated personnel assignments, and improved emergency response and investigation of crimes. We completed our pilot Community Immersion Law Enforcement program, which integrates new police recruits with community organizations to develop relationships, trust, and cultural awareness. Prosecutors in our law department continue to work closely with the Kent Police Department to aggressively enforce violations of the city's codes and hold property owners accountable for code violations on their property. We implemented a targeted accountability program designed to hold frequent high-impact offenders accountable for crimes and bolstered rehabilitation programs and access to resources, all while increasing communications with victims. We were able to leverage grant funding to expand our community court program, which holds people accountable while addressing some of the root causes of repeat criminal behavior, including drug and alcohol addiction or mental health challenges. As we improved our ability to effectively address crime this year, we also made progress to continue expanding transparency, accessibility, and equity initiatives throughout the city. Our Race and Equity team worked toward the completion of our Race and Equity strategic plan while inviting community participation through planning and implementation. We advanced work to continue the translation of vital city documents to improve language accessibility and equitable access for non-English speaking residents. Our Human Services Division distributed funding to community organizations providing critical services in Kent, including 11 new community service providers, empowering local nonprofit organizations to maintain and expand their service and program delivery here in our city. I'm grateful to the many incredible organizations that are dedicated to bettering our community and the way they demonstrate what We Are Kent really means. Our Communications Division finalized the overhaul and redesign of the city website to improve accessibility, ease of use, and communication with Kent residents. I'm proud to say that our finance team received a Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association, demonstrating our continued commitment to transparency and disclosure. Our clerk's office staff processed well over 7,000 public records requests, demonstrating our commitment to transparency and accountability to the public. While we further our efforts to improve our systems and services internally, the city is committed to making substantial investments in our infrastructure, utilities, and public amenities. This year, our Public Works Department secured over $70 million in state and federal grants for the 23-24 biennial budget. These grants will be used for infrastructure projects all around our city, including levee improvements, road construction, new sidewalks, pedestrian crossings, and intersection improvements. We began construction of the new West Hill Reservoir and continued ongoing maintenance and improvements through road overlays, water and sewer system upgrades, and street repairs. Our Parks Department completed renovations and upgrades to Chestnut Ridge Park, Salter Vista, Titus Railroad Park, which is in the downtown, and the 4th and Willis Greenway. This built on years of efforts to beautify our city and improve amenities for Kent families. Habitat restoration efforts continued along the Green River, including the Downey Side Channel Restoration Project and the fish habitat expansion near Van Doren's Landing Park. Other critical areas and ecological protection efforts carry on as well. Our Information Technology Department updated and improved internal technology solutions for efficiency and user experience, all while bolstering information security to protect the city's critical data and your personal information. While a lot of work was done this year and we've secured funding for more investments, We've also continued long-term efforts aimed at boosting Kent's economic growth. Our Economic and Community Development Department issued over 4,400 permits and performed over 18,900 inspections throughout the year, while making additional improvements to our permit processing systems to reduce wait times and keeping those permit applications moving. We allocated funding to create a talent development initiative, generating short-term or limited-hour positions for students in urban planning, design, architecture, and other related academic programs. We opened access to the Small Business Flex Fund, which is aimed at supporting local small businesses to help them access capital and encourage business and economic growth. We're also meeting the demand for vertical residential space with 5 major apartment projects which were either completed or are currently under development since 2020. We've added several million square feet of commercial and industrial buildings and 60+ acres of industrial development just this year, adding tens of thousands of jobs over the past few years. And the city is on track to reach our 2035 housing and employment growth targets, all in line with the State Growth Management Act. As Kent continues to grow and the city has more residents to serve, we have made important improvements to our programs and service delivery and met benchmarks in 2022 to ensure we keep up with the demands of our community. Our Parks Department maintained full class schedules and fun programming opportunities for kids, adults, and seniors at the Senior Activity Center in Kent Commons. We held over 100 park events, from large annual celebrations to sporting and recreation and cultural events for the public. The city hired 84 benefited and 189 temporary employees throughout the year to ensure program and service delivery met the needs of our city. The Environmental Division of our Public Works Department reached an all-time program record for our 2022 Adopt a Street and Adopt a Spot program, with over 1,120 volunteers participating. I cannot say thank you enough to all our volunteers. Beginning in November of 2022, the city partnered with the King County Uplift Northwest program. We allocated $200,000 to that program, which will allow for cleanup of litter in right-of-way areas throughout the city. This partnership will continue until the budget is spent in no later than 2026. We held a series of recycling events for the public, which led to the collection of 502,000 pounds of recycling. I want to say thank you to our City Council for unanimously passing the 23-24 budget in November. Our finance staff followed a rigorous process to ensure local tax dollars and resources were allocated responsibly. I'm extremely proud of everything the City of Kent has accomplished this year for our community. And just know that these are a fraction of the important things that we are doing here at the city every single day to serve you. I'm excited about what the future holds and all the progress that we are making together.